Tucked deep in the Great Smoky Mountains, on the banks of Hazel Creek, lies the abandoned town of Proctor, North Carolina. Once the center of America's lumber industry, this remote community was home to 1,000 residents at its peak. But when the forests were cut and the industry moved on, Proctor's fate was sealed.
There's still some structures here, but for the most part, the logging company took everything with them. Took everything down, even the railroad tracks.
All that remains today are crumbling foundations, lonely chimneys, and rusty relics, slowly reclaimed by the encroaching Appalachian wilderness.
The handle to the door, it's definitely a car.
You think it's a car?
Yeah.
Wow.
Paddling across Fontana Lake and up Hazel Creek.
Oh, there's a tree blocking the way. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, just fill the water.
We'll spend the next 3 nights exploring what's left of this forgotten mountain town.
March 3, 1925.
Oh my gosh. Probably some cool stuff in there. I mean, down towards the mill, maybe?
Welcome to Proctor, North Carolina.
Oh no.
Welcome to Green Ridge Outdoor Adventures.
Made it to Cable Cove. The boat launch here at Cable Cove, and gonna head towards Proctor and campsite 86. It is a gorgeous day, and gonna paddle the 3 miles to up Hazel Creek. Definitely one of the hottest launches I think we've done. It's got to be 87, 88 degrees. In the shade it's nice, but in the sun it gets toasty. So I'm a little top heavy today. I brought more stuff than I normally would, food-wise, because I want to. Since we're only going to be gone for 3 nights, I want to kind of make a couple of meals, untested meals. So, but it should be. It's flat water, 3-4 miles. We should be good. There's not an ounce of wind. Oh, there's a little bit of breeze.
It's not there, is it?
Yeah.
Is it just right across?
Yeah.
Oh, still, like, I thought we had to go. Like, I know that's a long way, but I thought we had to go down.
No. We're headed down Hazel Creek to the mouth, or I guess where it dumps into Fontana, where Proctor is, where we're going to be camping. And we came here a couple of years ago. We stayed 1 night at the end of a 3-night trip, I think. So we didn't have a whole bunch of time really to explore. So we hope to get some more time to kind of poke around the old town of Proctor. But I do remember when we were paddling back from Proctor last time, there was a road, or probably an old railroad track, but it was like cut up into the side of the mountain, And at one point, it had to have gone lower because the town of Fontana is underwater behind us. And I'm looking to see if I can find where that meets the water, if there is a spot. Otherwise I could have kept going or just ended, but missed where it like terminates or starts. But I see it behind me up on the side. You can just see where it's flattened out. So I've pulled off to this precarious position to leave my kayak and climb up this little hill here to show you. So, it's a little slippery. We're gonna try this. So you can see that it was a one time cut into the side of this hill, flattened out like terraced. That side of this mountain, I should say. And it goes all the way up Hazel Creek, all the way to the old town of Proctor. But now I think it's just a wildlife trail. But pretty cool. Figured I would film me going down the hill because that might be a little more entertaining. Okay. Trick is to not drop your electronics in the water. Last time we were at Proctor, Pete lost his phone. Here's a little spot that's a lot closer to the water. It dips down into this little valley here. A lot of it's starting to wash away here, but you can see that flat spot there. The path goes up that way towards Proctor. So on our way up here, we stopped in the town of Franklin. We actually made a special trip to go through the town of Franklin. It's a lot of the way. To stop at the Dooley's Deli that's located in the Inn Market, aka Chevron. And the ladies there had treated us to a delicious meal. I partook in the Cuban sandwich, which was delicious. And what did you have?
I had an Italian, of course, famously.
His last meal.
As all our fans know.
And their sandwiches, I think I'll note, are probably double the size of your normal like deli sandwich. And we got our 2 sandwiches. Pete splurged and got a meal, and our total was about $27. So, shout out to Dooley's Deli in Franklin, North Carolina. Get you some.
We just stopped to film this in like 5 states.
Yeah, that's how it works.
They ain't gonna slow down for us.
No. But I don't know how far up. Yeah, it looks pretty low. Let's look how high up the path is. Is that a little path there?
I don't know, man. Probably doesn't go do it.
Well, bring the kayaks up there?
Kind of makes me wonder if we get past this if we could.
That's what I think so. I remember it being like, but the question is it high enough? Portage! They're gonna try and drag it? Just pull it over. Are you gonna try it? Yeah. The spiders on the underside of this. They're like yeah. They're gonna hitch a ride. spiders. Several different species.
Yeah! It's like the perfect thing.
All right. A little chillier. I didn't bring a rope. So the reason we're doing all of this is because loading the ramp way down there, if we were to park our boats down there, we'd have to haul our all the way up this path to the campsite. So we're trying to get as far up the river as possible so we can unload there and load up when we leave. Last time the water was higher, we were able to paddle up this, but oh well. It shrinks like a frightened turtle. Oh, see, that's pretty deep. We just walked up that little rapid or shoal, whatever you want to call it, and now we're in pretty decent water right here. This would be some good swimming water right here. There we go. Oh, and it's sandy. Yeah, my thing is there probably isn't another access point until the camp.
Yeah, it's probably shallow.
Yeah,
That's my guess.
we have returned to our landing spot of Proctor. We just took a quick dip because it's quite hot air temperature, but that water of the river feels amazing. So we're gonna carry some of our stuff. It's a little bit of a hike up to the campsites, which is not ideal, but
It's very refreshing.
it's very refreshing. That was a Seinfeld reference. So we'll probably have to take a couple trips so that we don't overwork ourselves. And then that starts setting up camp. My strap just broke. What is that? Yep. All right, let's move it over here. Let's try that again. About 3 seconds into carrying this bag, the fabric loop that holds the buckle of this Amazon duffel bag snapped. So let's see how the other side does it. So we avoided coming all the way up that road, but we still got to go all the way around here. It's not a short hike either, so.
All right, we made it to campsite 86, Proctor, North Carolina, old ghost town of Proctor. Click on the link above to see our campsite review of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, Backcountry Campsite 86 in Proctor, North Carolina. Click on the link above to see Josh's review of the Selk Bag, the wearable sleeping bag. Friday morning, and we are headed to the town of Proctor. And I'm going to explore some of these existing buildings and former buildings. So, should be pretty good.
We're headed downtown Proctor.
Yes.
Everything you need to know is downtown.
It's a pretty big misconception that Proctor is actually underwater, but based on the maps that we have, it was high above the water line of the new Fontana Lake when the dam was built, so there's still some structures here, but for the most part, the logging company took everything with them. Took everything down, even the railroad tracks, which is just crazy. That'd be a heavy boat, wouldn't it? So, it's crazy. This town is literally a ghost town.
Literally?
Literally.
Is it ghosts?
Yes.
We're out here at the area between Lakeshore Trail and the Hazel Creek, where the map says there was a train depot and some other structures. And we found some pretty cool stuff. Found a piece of some type of cast iron, probably for like a stove or something. There's a cast iron drain pipe. We also found what we think is a lot of pieces to the bridge, like either leftovers when they were constructing it, just like I-beams. Lots of glass, old glass, chunks of what was probably window panes. Pretty cool. I mean, you have to really kind of just wade through the brush and keep your eyes peeled. Lots of bricks. There's chunks of brick there. It's cool.
Is that a bed frame? Yeah, it's a bed frame.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, what you got there?
We think it's some type of base of a pump. It's got a valve there. Filled with ants and ant eggs.
There's some old glass jars. I think that might be maybe a place to store water.
It could have also been a cellar.
Like a cellar type storage area.
All right, we're looking for a new sponsor. So if Duke's Mayonnaise wants to reach out to us, we could go for a couple of jars of Duke's Mayonnaise.
That little thing's
Clover.
coming out perfect. This one says Clorox on it. It's hard to tell, but that is crazy. There's metal everywhere, so I would think it would be some type of roofing. Here's some metal right here. That's pretty heavy. That looks like it went around some type of drum or something. That's pretty cool. But we're about 50, 30, maybe 30 yards from the river, and I think the houses or buildings were in between us and Hazel Creek. So there's just a treasure trove of stuff in these woods. Bricks everywhere. The bricks are just huge and they are heavy. One thing I've seen a lot of out here is this coal. It looks like coal. They must have used this for their stoves to stay warm, but it's everywhere. Oh my gosh. This might be the top of a stove. Whoa. Holy crap. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. So I'm just sitting on top of a stone. I gotta go show Josh this. Hey! You found anything? I know, man. It's so cool.
Stovetop?
That's what I'm thinking.
Look at this.
Stovetop.
Valve cover.
Oh my gosh.
I just found that. Look, piece of a plate. It's the first plate.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Is there a date on it? No.
No, and then you found this fender.
That's pretty cool. Oh, I found this. This looks like some type of band on like a
Yeah, you know what it looks
Like
like?
a barrel?
No, it looks like a suspension.
Oh yeah, maybe.
You'd have bigger and bigger and
Several.
bigger pieces. Look at this. Dude. A lone pint. Oh, this is cool. Wine, baby. Wine. That is cool. That's the first whole bottle that we found. Rec U.S. Patent Office. Mint. Contents. Mint Modi contents. What's the bottom say? Anything? Design or the patent.
Patent number.
March 3, 1925.
Oh my gosh.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
This is some I-beams. I'm wondering if this might have been like an old bridge, or maybe some leftover I-beams. So it's crazy that this is just in the middle of North Carolina. So right now we're closest to the bridge. You see this Hazel Creek's out there. There's the bridge. The I-beams are right there. Decided to come up here to see if there's anything that we could see. Oh, here's a storage. This must have been one of the metal, or this must have been one of the storage bins for water, maybe. In there, but it is concrete.
Yeah, but it could also be a cellar. But I don't know. I didn't think they would go through that much work for a cellar. I'm thinking probably a basin.
See this right here? Some kind of pipe.
Oh yeah, it's
Or
like
a way to get water somewhere.
Coming up on the old Calhoun House. I don't know if it's said to be haunted or not, but we can say that. We'll take a little tour through it. Supposedly at one time there was an ice cream shop between the river and the road, but we're not really certain that this was the road because there's no room there. Or maybe the river has widened since then. This is built in 1928. That's when it said that the mill left. No room in there. Little Coors Light can. Probably some cool stuff in there other than trash. Oh, it's screw shut. Alright, let's go up and look in there. Whew. That smells rough. Should put the flashlight. Oh, that's cool. cool. They're andirons made out of railroad rails. What is that last time thing? Some self-sliding hinges. Somebody. Some how many mice are in here. All the droppings. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Thought that was a bat at first. That looks like something from The Last of Us. I'm not sure what that is. This would be the pantry probably. It looks like there was water ran in here. Small drain pipes, maybe a sink. Oh, this is a bathroom, I think. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's the toilet. Shower. Okay. And then there's not much. This place doesn't have much longer. Oh, it smells musty. Bad. Got the wallpaper. You can still kind of see the print, floral print. On the border. Some double hung windows. Probably screwed shut. Can you spot our friend? Do you spot our friend? Where is our friend? Oh, that was creepy. There's some foundation blocks right here. There's some glass and bricks. So I'm wondering
this might be the entrance to the houses that are above the mill. There's some foundation up there with rock.
We're hiking up what we would say is probably an extension of Strutton Street where the clubhouse was, and where I was standing I couldn't even see it, but Pete noticed this massive chimney up here. So I think that was the street down there. There's a bunch of glass shards and stuff. Like right there, it's a piece of, probably a pitcher. Yep. I mean, like, everywhere you go, there's pieces of porcelain, and looks like it might have been part of a toilet or something. But let's climb up to this chimney. Yeah, this was definitely the road. Strutting. Yeah, there it is. It looks like it's about ready to fall over. Piece of a stove or engine or something. Piece of old percolator. Oh yeah, here's another piece of the other piece. This is the other side. Check it. The size of that chimney. All these trees making it kind of difficult. These are blackened bricks that must have come out of the chimney stag. There's metal cans and stuff everywhere. Look at that. I need to fall. It's crazy that this thing's up here. I mean, you know, back then it was all cleared out. All the trees are gone and all that, but still. Fall or something. Woo! It's humid. Sweat. There are some foundation blocks right there in the river. So this has to be where it went across. We had just gotten done doing a little walking around the Calhoun House and that clubhouse, and we were on our way back and we started to feel a couple of raindrops, so we realized it started to rain, so it started to rain harder. We hustled back to our campsite because we left, of course, some stuff open, but we got it all shut up, and now we're waiting on this rain to pass.
On tonight's menu, we have a nice kung pao chicken with basmati rice, zucchini and peppers. The perfect after the rain meal.
On tonight's menu, ramen noodle soup, beef flavored, 2 packs of noodles, 1 pack of seasoning. All right, Saturday morning, we've headed off from camp. We're headed towards the old mill site, which back in its day was a massive facility. Sun's kind of hitting it weird now, but so this is where we're gonna try and look around today. To give you an idea, we're camped here, and the mill area is down here, so we're about to cross this bridge and take the road down. This here that shows it's a railroad track is the trail. So there we go.
So this appears to be what's called Calico Street. It's a flattened area that on the map looks like where Calico branched off from the railroad track, because the railroad track crossed the river. And of course this is all based on the map that we have. So there's some chimneys up here that I want to see. And Josh found a lot of interesting stuff up here yesterday. Here's some glass. There's all kinds of glass bottles and jars and plates, pottery. Oh, here's a light bulb. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Old chimney. Looks like it was 2 floors. That's crazy. There's another chimney over there. Kind of wonder if it was the same house or not. There's bricks everywhere. Kind of makes me think that there was another house here, another chimney. It's crazy to think that they would build such permanent structures for logging when they knew they were going to leave. But I guess it's possible these houses were here before. Give you a 360 view of what it's like out here. There's the chimneys behind me. Up there's like a ridge. It's pretty steep up there. And then over here, it just goes downhill. Apparently the road that I was just on that goes in front of these houses goes over to the mill area. I think we're gonna head up to North Proctor and go see if we can find anything up there, and then make our way back down south to the mill area.
There's a bit of a clearing right past the Calhoun House, so I came up here to kind of walk around and stumbled across this bottle that I think says log cabin. I don't know. This really looks like it would have been cleared out for a structure, because the only trees here look like they'd probably be about as old as the amount of time that has passed since it's been gone.
There's like hinges and something on it.
Oh, it's a chassis. It's like I think it's a wagon. A wagon, yeah, that's good.
Train related? Oh. There's all kinds of...
Peter came across this whole, see, there's the suspension, and then for the, I mean, this has got to be like for a wagon, or I mean, this is
train related.
Yeah, it's too modern, but no, it's got steering.
What if it was like one of those little train cars that you could just one person?
I don't know, but like I don't think it would. It's got like steering controls. Like this is the steering bar. I'm not sure why it's way over here either. And look, here's more. Oh, pan.
So what is this?
That's not part of it.
What do you think this is?
Oh, train wheel?
That's steering, dude. That's some kind of... See,
oh yeah, that's braking. No, that's brakes. Woo! Yeah, that's freaking
Oh, there's a snake right there.
oh, where?
Right there.
Oh yeah. Holy what is that?
I don't know.
Doesn't look. I think we've seen enough. Jesus.
You're like grabbing around too. All right, came down here to get a shot of the river, and there's all kinds of metal. Looks like ball bearings or something right there. We're walking up to North Proctor now, and it's just north of the mill area. We came across this huge stoppage here. Let's say a couple trees like that. It's like a waterfall, man. Do you think this is where the water came in? Or downstream? I mean, down towards the mill, maybe? Oh no. Somebody can, you definitely get in there though. There's this structure where we think the bridge used to be. Oh, so snakes. Oh, it's a water gauge. Gauge. Yeah, because you can climb it up there. I can't see anything.
Oh, it's just mud.
Okay. So we think we're in North Proctor now. It's an area where African American residents of Proctor lived. So they live north of the town, unfortunately, to segregate them out. This section of Hazel Creek has land on both sides of the main road. So according to the map, that's where North Proctor is. Found some bricks here. So that's a good sign that we're in the right place. Lots of bricks. It's right on the creek. So it would be a perfect place to have a house. So you can get fresh water. So I was just looking at the river, I turn around, and there looks to be some type of garden maybe. This is definitely it. It's gotta be a garden of some type. According to the map that we have, North Proctor had two sets of houses on either side of this main road. The one that I was just in, and then if you look over here how flat it looks, everything's so cleared out, so I am sure there's something in there. So we just finished exploring North Proctor and the bridge. So now we're gonna head towards the mill. And there's this weird water gauge that we passed earlier up here. And I think we've deemed this waterfall as Gauge Falls. So it's pretty beautiful, right here in the middle of nowhere. here on the right are some kiln houses, apparently. Dry kilns, I guess, where they dried the lumber. But we're kind of wondering if there was some type of powerhouse where they filtered the water or brought the water into the powerhouse. So we think that this is one of the kilns in the mill area. Well, yeah, there's like a flue exhaust. Oh yeah, so I'm assuming that was what it sat on. Oh yeah, and it's all masonry, so that's what it is. So I'm assuming the wood would have come in that way to be dried. And then some more pilings, and then you probably can't see it in the back. There is the mill. There's another kiln house there. The kiln's right there. So this is where the sawmill was. So I think we read that it uses bandsaws versus those huge circular saws. So I'm assuming that they would have the saws in these channels, and they would take the trees, run them through, and then they would take them over to the kiln houses to dry them. And then in that old photo, there's just stacks and stacks and stacks. This place was all cleared out from trees, so it's wild to see it now compared to how it looked back then. So we are in the heart of the mill ruins. It's just crazy that all this is out here. There's like these long shafts, long rooms, and basically it looked to me kind of like they would run the long trees through and plane them and cut them into planks. That's pretty cool.
It's like the front of a
Kid's
bicycle.
toy? Yeah.
Or motorcycle.
It's like some kind of engine of some type. This looks like some kind of train wheel. Yeah, it's definitely an engine of some type. There's panels and stuff.
Yeah.
There's more up there.
It looks like a front, like the body.
Yep.
The handle to the door. It's definitely a car.
You think it's a car?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. So this is definitely panels.
I mean, I guess it's a locomotive engine.
That looks like a car engine though. The size of it.
Pretty big.
It's like a car door right there. Gulf tire.
What is it?
Gulf.
That would make sense. Oil.
Home sweet home. People camping next to us just came through our campsite and said, "Do you guys have those kayaks?" And we said yes, and they're like, "Do you have a no limits carbon fiber paddle?" And I said, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, someone found it. It was washed up against some trees or some rocks, and it's downriver. And I asked the guy, I was like, is both of the paddles still there? And he said, yeah, they're connected. They're sitting down there by the sign. So I'm on my way now to go get them. That would have been damper on the trip for sure. Hopefully it's still there. Wouldn't be the first time that I've lost something that was very, very important. So guess I'm gonna go. Hopefully it's still there. He said it was just there, and that was like 5 minutes ago. So I'm thinking it's still gonna be there, but gosh, that would have been horrible. Yep, they're definitely mine. I don't know how that happened. That is just crazy.
I didn't do the beef yet because I knew you wanted to see the.
That looks yummy.
It doesn't have a lot of flavor.
I got salt and pepper.
On tonight's menu is some beef stroganoff with egg noodles. It is canned cream of mushroom soup, some instant milk, a can of mushroom pieces, and 2 cans of canned roast beef. I think that's it. And it's delicious.
Ready to go.
Look, it's about to fall on fire. Here, hold on. Of course I got that. Oh yeah, that's thick. Oh yeah.
Stroganoff was like a general or something. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, that's who it's named after. Little fun fact of the day there.
I'm a little curious what he did to have a.
Some like Austria or something like that.
Is he related to Earl?
This is it.
All right, Sunday morning. Launching from our little cove, making our way back.
Making my way downtown.
We definitely won't quit our jobs. Now we see what happens. You have your paddle? Oh, okay.
Paddle.
Yeah. All right, well that was the easy one.
I don't think I'm gonna try this one. It's not worth my happiness.
So you think you're gonna bottom out?
I think I might not be able to make the turn. I might get stuck.
Oh.
So I'd rather just go over the rock myself.
I don't see anything that looks like it's even.
You see the tree on the left?
Yeah.
The worst case scenario, you get stuck to the left of that tree.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the road.
I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna go left side here.
I'm already bonded.
Oh,
Oh, man. Okay.
oh, there's a tree blocking the way.
Man.
Oh, that's not good. Okay. Yeah, just fill the water. Whoopsie. Ah. Horse on! I didn't bring a bilge pump because I figured I wouldn't need it. But that's all right. Sunday morning. I'm not dead. It's a beautiful day. Just don't want to forget something. Bag I throw over here. Alright, got my stuff together. Alright, so now I'm gonna get this water out. It's under there somewhere. Not seeing any water in there. One of the principles of Stoicism, I guess one of the main principles. Don't try to worry about the things that you can't control. Focus on the things that you can. In this case, granted, I could have controlled not going to that tree, but I can't control the fact that it's already happened. So the only thing I can do is focus on controlling the way that I handle it. All right, back on the water. Short stint repacking the kayak. Got a couple more miles paddle before we get back to the launch, but I was just thinking today's Sunday morning, and we got here Thursday. It was only 3 nights, which isn't a super long trip, but you know, this was one of those trips where we didn't have a whole bunch planned. We just basically wanted to explore the town of Proctor, which we did, and did a lot of relaxing and just talking and eating and snacking, hanging around the campfire. It was a really good trip. And we can't, you know, every trip we always say it's, you know, crazy that we've been able to have a friendship that's allowed us to do this. Like, not very many people out there, you know, would basically go along with just about any idea you have for a trip. And it started in 2011, I think. We worked together, and I walked over to him and I said, I'm thinking about getting a kayak. And he said, I've been thinking about getting a kayak or something like that. I've always wanted a kayak. And we went and bought kayaks. Same kayaks, different colors, dicks. And we were talking the other night about how we've gone on some naive trips with those kayaks. They were 10.5 foot dihedral hull Future Beach kayaks that are not meant to be on ocean, but we took them on the ocean from Amelia Island up the coast to Cumberland Island, which was insane. We took them in the Bay of St. Joseph, which was fine on the way out there, but on the way back, the wind was insane, and those, you cannot navigate those kayaks, but we made it. And so we're at like 2025, you know, we're going on 15 years almost of these trips. So it's been a great time, and I'm thankful that we've had this opportunity.